What's going on, golf addicts? DB here. We're back for another week, another Monday, taking my very first look, very fresh eyes, virgin eyes, look at the betting odds for the Valero Texas Open being played from TPC San Antonio. I'm going to give you my thoughts. What are some names that stand out? What are some names I think could get longer, get shorter, have value right now, you should consider right now? I've already done ample course research on TPC San Antonio, and I'm ready to get into it, and let's do it. All right, here we go. Let's open up FanDuel. I'm going to open up FanDuel. I'm going to open up DraftKings. Obviously, always recommend shopping your books around. That's something that covers.com can help you do, help you find the best odds on the board. Thank you to covers.com for all that you do, because winning truly starts at covers.com, and a lot of their content is free, and our content over there is free. You need to check it out. So, I would shop more books than just FanDuel and DraftKings, but definitely going to look at those two just so I'm not looking at 11 tabs while we're doing this. So I'm going to start with DraftKings and then compare. The Valero Texas Open is hosted at TPC San Antonio, a Pete Dye design with some Greg Norman, Sergio Garcia assistance. I don't know why I said that in a French accent. Channeling Pat Mayo right now, I guess. Anyway, I'm a big fan of this tournament. I think that it presents some interesting betting opportunities for sure. We've seen a lot of long shots win here. Corey Connors won here, punched his ticket to the Masters. He was a no-namer before that. He won it, a big number. What did he win? He won it like 100 no, he won it 200 to 1. Before that, Andrew Landry won it 200 to 1. We've seen Stephen Bowditch, our boy Bowdo, back in 2014, won at 350 to 1. Martin Laird at 100 to 1 back in the day. But we've also seen some favorites. We've seen Jordan Spieth really capped off his comeback last year at 12 to 1. Kevin Chappell won at 33 to 1. Charlie Hoffman at 30 to 1. Jimmy Walker at 25 to 1. So, we've seen the short numbers win as well. And let's take a look at who's at the top of the betting board for now. And it's really, I guess you would consider three, the top echelon, the top class of contender here would be Rory, Jordan Spieth, Hideki, and then I would say Bryson, I guess, even though he's been playing terribly. But Bryson is way down on the betting board. By the way, if you're watching live, you feel free to comment. Feel free to throw in a question, toss something out there if you have a question, if you want me to hit on something. But I'm going to do this for a little bit and see what we come up with here. I think so. Rory is your favorite at 7.5 to 1 on DraftKings, and he is 7 to 1 on FanDuel, followed by Jordan and Hideki, 11 to 1, 14 to 1. Actually, they're both 14 to 1 on DraftKings. Jordan's your defending champion here. Has Rory even? Oh, I forgot to pull up Fantasy National here. Let me pull up Fantasy National, see what's up. Joe Dibbs starting your card at Woodland at 35 to 1. Okay, all right, interesting. Let me check out. I want to check out Rory. Why do I feel like Rory hasn't really? I feel like I've never seen his name here before. Does he play here? Yeah, no, he doesn't. At least he hasn't in the last 5 years. Let's take a look at Rory. What is he doing? Well, so in 2013 he played here and finished second. That's cool. What does he typically? Yeah, he doesn't typically play the week before the Masters, does he? No, he didn't in 2021. He didn't in 2019. He did not in 2018. He did not in 2017. He did not in 2016, and that's as far back as I'm going to go. Very interesting. Like, I'm not sure I've done enough research as to why Rory may be gracing us with his presence here at the Valero. I mean, it could be that he's trying to work on the game, have some competitive rounds before he goes into the Masters, but he's actually been hitting it very well. I mean, he won the CJ Cup back in October. He started off the season at the Genesis, where he finished 10th, 13th at the API at Bay Hill, which was a tough venue, and 33rd at the Players. But, I mean, API and the Players, he lost 5.5 strokes putting on both of those combined. But the ball striking has been very, very solid. Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to bet Rory at 7.5 to 1. I never would, never do. Don't bet the favorites. Just don't do it. Rory and Hideki. Now, the last time we saw Hideki, he was withdrawing, I believe, from, I can't remember what tournament it was, but he was withdrawing. I don't know, man. I mean, he's having this neck. Oh, it was the Players. He withdrew from the Players. He's having this neck injury situation, and that doesn't sound great. not at all. This might be a stay away moment, especially at 14-1, a stay away for Hideki. And I don't know that Hideki. Let's see, what's he done here? Like, he played here last year, finished T30th. So I don't know how many times has he played here. That was the only time he's played here. Maybe he really liked it, or maybe he's testing out the net. I don't know. Why would he play here? If I would think he would rest. He would want to rest more leading up to the Masters. That's interesting. Jordan, I guess, is where you really start to think about, somebody up here in the short range, because he's Jordan Spieth. He is the previous winner. This does seem to be a course that would suit his game. He's played the Valero a handful of times. He's played here 6 times with only one miscut, a 10th in 2014, a runner-up in 2015, and a win in 2021. I mean, he does love this golf course. I think I'm in on Jordan. I know that I had him at the Players despite his poor Pete Dye history, or his poor Players Championship history. I had him there, but it was tough scene. I know he got bounced. I didn't think he made it out of group. He didn't make it out of his group in the WGC Dell match play. But at 14-1, if you're a shorter number guy, I think I'm leaning Jordan Spieth there. So now we do have Colton in the chat saying if you're going anyone under 25-1, you got to go with Connors coming in at the 16-1. The momentum with Corey Connors is interesting. Then I got a couple people, Colton again, and Michael Batkins saying Chris Kirk at 25-1. So as we start to look at this range a little further down, so Connors, Chris Kirk, Answer, Siwoo Kim, Bryson at 28-1. I'd stay away from that. McNealy, Woodland, and Keegan in the 35-1 range on DraftKings. Those same players. You got Connors at 16-1, so a little better value with him currently on DraftKings. Bryson at 20-1 on FanDuel, so much shorter on FanDuel. Then you get Abraham Answer at 22, Siwoo at 31, Hadwin at 33, Keegan 33, Woodland 34, McNealy 34, Kirk all the way down to 37-1 on FanDuel. So big value there on Kirk if you like that. I do think just when you look at, and I did the full course breakdown video of TPC San Antonio that dropped this morning, and you can go listen to that on podcast if you just want to listen to the audio. Did a full breakdown on TPC San Antonio, and it's a highly variant golf course. If you look at one of the things I started doing is showing you the course horses and the track hacks at the end of the video. 12 or so guys who in a minimum of 12 rounds of those golf courses played well or haven't played well based on strokes gain data. And if I just gave you the list of those 24 to 26 players, you would not be able to distinguish which player goes into which bucket, course horse or track hack. There's short hitters, there's long hitters in both. This place does seem to be a place that could reward anyone. And even if you look at the past champions, if Andrew Landry can win here, short knockers like Abe Answer, Adam Hadwin, Chris Kirk in this range can certainly get it done. But Corey Connors is not a short hitter by any means. That's for sure. Nor is Jordan. Jordan's not super short, but he's not a bomber either. In this range, I guess, so Connors at 18-1. I don't know that I want to play Corey Connors after the week at the Dell match play. That's a long tournament with a lot of mental energy being expressed. Obviously, he went deep. He made it all the way to the consolation match. I guess he finished technically third since he beat DJ there in the last match. I don't know. He rested up for Valspar and then came and played the Dell match play. I don't know. And he is a course horse here, that's for sure. But I don't know that he's gone as deep the week before at the match play and then come here and done well. He's played here well, and I do think his game fits. But I think at 18-1, I'd probably bounce off of Corey Connors and look at somebody. Maybe this is the time I take Abraham Answer. I usually love fading Abraham Answer, but maybe this is the place where I feel like, Abe, Abe could get it done. He's got decent finishes here. He doesn't miss cuts here. He plays well. I just need to see. I just wish he could chip a little better. His chipping is not fantastic, and that's really what that's held him back here, as well as his iron play. Actually, here has been really poor, but he's managed to save it on the greens and by hitting a lot of fairways. So let's see, what's his longest number? 22. 25. Actually, I'm not going to bet Abraham Answer at 25 to 1. Who am I kidding? I might play him in DraftKings depending on his price, but I'm not betting him. You know what? Just forget I ever said that. Siwoo, probably not, even though I love that. Bryson, I'm not touching. Mav at 35. So somebody who wasn't in here, so they like Woodland at 35 to 1. That was Joe. Let's take a look at Gary Woodland. Woodland. What's he done? T6 here in 2021. I never get this guy right, though. I got to tell you guys, you know that about me. If you've been watching long enough, you know that about me. He's played here 3 times, 2013, 2015, and 2021. Finished basically DFL, but made the cut in 2013. 2015 finished 26th, and then last year finished 6th, gaining strokes across the board, which I like. I like that. That's good. Gary, typically a guy who just gains strokes everywhere, but definitely needs help with the putter more times than not. I don't know that this is necessarily a big putting golf course. I don't know that this is a golf course week where that really is something I'm wrapped up on. But of late, the irons are looking great for Gary. Gained 2.1 at the Honda, 3.9 at Arnold Palmer. Just basically average at the Players, 4.5 at the Valspar. Love that. I actually kind of like that. That might be the first click for me as well as Gary Player. Good God Almighty, Gary Woodland at 35 to 1, and he's the better value on DraftKings from what I can tell right now. Yeah, I could see it. I could see. Maybe I'll bet him. I probably prefer to bet him than I do play him on DraftKings because he just always tanks me anytime I touch him. Chris Kirk is also interesting to me. Kirk is where is he? Is he longer on? Yeah, he's the one at 37 to 1 on FanDuel. Definitely could see that number getting shorter for Chris Kirk if he opened at 25 to 1 on DraftKings. And he does have decent performances here in the past. It's very boom or bust, I believe. Let's take a look at Valero and Chris Kirk. 6th last year, then a miscut. 8th in 2018, then another miscut. 13th and 16. 8th in 2015. So he does tend to play this place very well. I like that. I like the Chris Kirk value. He's played great. I mean, really solid Florida swing with a 7th at Honda, 5th at API, missed the cut at the Players. I can't remember if he was on the wrong side of the draw or not, but Kirk is hitting it well. In fact, his coach, Scott Hamilton, friend of ours, PGA Tour coach to a lot of guys that are playing really well right now. He's also the coach to Tom Hoagie. Scotty Hamilton's got his boys striking it quite well right now. I think Chris Kirk could be the second click for me early. And I do think he's one that you could definitely see shorten. Another one that I'm always tempted with is Maverick Mcnealy. We all know that. He's my boy. 35 to 1 on DraftKings, 34 to 1 on FanDuel. He's never played here before. Mav went kind of deep, somewhat deep on in the Dell match play. Definitely. Well, I guess he didn't make it out of group play, but he played so well. He won his first match like 8 up. It was something stupid. I don't know if I want to pick him to win though. Like, is Mav really going to get his first win in Texas? I'm talking myself out of it. Probably a DK play, but I don't know that Mav's going to get himself his first PGA Tour victory in Texas. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think I'm out. All right, let me move a little bit further down the board. Let's see. You got Keegan. Keegan's killing me. He's wearing me out. Hadwin potentially sounds like a guy that could fit this place. Ryan Palmer, Texas guy. We're always going to have a lot of Texas connections. Bobby Mack, Jason Day, I don't know. Vegas, these guys coming over from the Dominican Republic with that damn stomach virus went around. That could be scary. Not sure about that one. Let's see. Hadwin. Matthew's asking about Hadwin. Well, let's stop on Hadwin because he did kind of catch my eye. And I had him at the Valspar. Finished 7th. He was on the betting card. We need a win here on the betting card. Haven't had a win since Luke List at 75 to 1, where it went back to back after hitting Hudson Swafford at 250 to 1. And I think it's for Diana asking about long-term profit and loss. Well, Diana, we were pretty much a DraftKings focused only show up until like 2 years ago, but I did start keeping track of units won and lost with the DB's Big Balls betting card, which drops on tourjunkies.com's website for free every Wednesday. But I kind of restrict myself on that because I say it's big balls, right? We're gonna have long shots. That's how I like to bet. I like to have fun with the long shots, and it's strictly outrights. So I'm not putting in top 20s, top 40s, head to heads. That information you can find on covers.com every week for free. But the DB's Big Balls betting card, I show you how much I would spend in terms of unit size if you were betting $50, but I do it based on units. So if your unit's bigger, we can keep up with that. And definitely been highly profitable for the 2 years I've been keeping track of it. I think at this point for this season, I'm only up like 12 or maybe 8 units right now because I've been on a little drought here for sure. But last year, I think we ended at like 45 units plus 45 units for the season. So yeah, there you go. That's a quick rundown there. Matthew had asked me about Adam Hadwin. So we're looking at Adam Hadwin. He's improved as he's played the Valero. Missed the cut his first time here in 2015, 72nd after that, 23rd last year at 2021. Never gained strokes with his irons, which is interesting. But he's playing well right now, and he's hitting the irons very well right now. I mean, gaining strokes with the irons 6 out of his last 7 events. The only one he didn't was the Genesis. Missed the cut there, but 7th at Valspar, 9th at the Players. He had that really deep run on Sunday at the Players. This definitely seems like a place Adam Hadwin could win when you look at the past champs here, when you look at what it takes to do well. Hadwin may be another click. Let's see. Where is he? He's 30. Why did DraftKings just lose my spot? He's 33 to 1 or something on FanDuel. Where is he on DraftKings? He is 40 to 1. So I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. All right, let's keep working down the board. Hadwin Finau, good Lord, what's happening to him? Ryan Palmer. Actually, let me see who is. So in the field, based on strokes gained total over the last 5 years here at TPC San Antonio, some of the names up in this top range that are checking that box would be Chris Kirk, Corey Connors, and Ryan Palmer. So let's dive into Ryan Palmer. 17th last year here. That's he followed 2 missed cuts with that T17. But then in 2016 and 2017, a T4 and a T6. We do know that Ryan Palmer loves him some Texas golf. But he's not been hitting it great. I don't like that. I don't have time to dig in and go, all right, well, how was he hitting it when he came into this golf tournament? But he does play Valero every year. He's played it every year since 2011. So he obviously loves this golf course, but he's not playing well. I mean, his irons have not been good at all. I don't think I could bet him right now outright. I would want to see a little more form outright. Now, could he come in here and sneak out a top 20 because obviously some good familiarity with the golf course? Yes, possibly, but I don't like to bet him when he's that bad. Steven's asking me about Bryson. Seems like a good setup for him. Long course, short rough. Yeah. Okay, so you need to go back and watch the TPC San Antonio course breakdown video because there is a very key thing that you have to know about TPC San Antonio off the tee. And that's where I don't think this place actually sets up good for Bryson. We had a caddy conversation with a caddy who's looped this place 6 times last year, and he said a very specific quote, and I put that in the TPC San Antonio video, and it's something you need to know when you're looking at handicap in this place, and it's a reason why I think I will skip over Bryson, especially with the injury too, like with the recovering from wrist injury. And I know he played the match play, and his matches were closer than I thought some of them were going to be, but I do think you need to do that. And I'm teasing you. I'm teasing that to go back and watch the TPC San Antonio video because you should. And producer Sam's in the chat. Yes, not enough likes on the video. I haven't asked for likes, so please, if you're watching live, all 30 something of you, please, please check the, please hit the thumbs up button, please, thumbs up button, and subscribe as well. All right, here we go. Let me keep working down. I want to get a little deeper here. Johnny Vegas potentially. Let's go back to our course horses and start there. I don't see any of those names so far. KH Lee, good TPC guy, good Pete Dye guy. What's he done here? Has he played here before? KH Lee could be what's his number? 55 to 1. I don't know. Let me see. Nick Taylor, no. Streelman, no. Russell Knox, I'm tired of falling for that. Is Charlie Hoffman playing anywhere near what Charlie Hoffman has ever played? I mean, he's coming off of back-to-back runner-ups here, a win in 2016. He obviously loves this place, but his ball striking has left him since really the new season started. Let's see where he was going into last year. Yeah, like going into last year where he finished runner-up, here were his strokes gained approach numbers in the weeks preceding. 7.3, 5.5, 4.8, 1.6. Dude was hitting his golf ball extremely, extremely well. The year before, when he finished runner-up, 2019, same kind of thing. I guess he had a little lull there, but it didn't look as bad as what it looks now. Gained 6.2 strokes on approach at this place. I mean, right now, the iron play has been very, very poor for Charlie Hoffman. So I don't know that the course horse himself here at 75-1 on DraftKings is where I want to go to win. Where is he on FanDuel? Is he a little bit better value? I hate the way FanDuel lays out their players here. I don't see him. Okay, well, whatever. Probably not going to bet him. Probably not going to bet him to win. Let's see. 80-1 for Cage Lee on FanDuel. I like that. Thank you, Colton. Thanks for doing that. Cage Lee, let's see what I was going to go to him, and then I got hooked on Charlie Hoffman for some reason. KH, never played here before. But that's okay. I don't. That was one thing I did talk about in the course breakdown video. I'm not sure that course history is really. I'm not sure course history is really a thing that matters a lot in terms of predictive value here. So I probably won't do much with that. Now, Ricky's getting a start here. Oh, Fowler's getting a start. Let's take a look at what Fowler's done. And he's played here twice. T17 finishes last year and in 2019, or the last time he played it. Hit the ball well. The Arnold Palmer couldn't putt. That's something that we've seen for Ricky here lately with all the swing changes he's been trying to make. And here he is not getting into Augusta yet again. Not getting into Augusta, and like this is his last hope. Like he's got to win this golf tournament. What a story that would be. I mean, what a story. What's your favorite? Put that in the comments. There's mostly males watching this, but like, what's your favorite rom-com or like romance movie? Where you actually, as a guy, it kind of hit you in your heart box, and you just kind of said, "Wow, what a story." What a connection when Harry met Sally, or maybe it's The Notebook for some of you. I mean, what a story that would be for Ricky here, absent from the Masters, not being able to get in here in the Masters, Mr. Fowler. And, but I mean, this is a place he could win. If Andrew Landry, if Corey Connors, a no-namer that nobody thought of, nobody knew of before he came out here, could do it, maybe Ricky can. And honestly, of the John Tillery stable, another PGA Tour coach that we know very well and love, is coaching Ricky Fowler, coaching Kevin Kisner, coaching Bryce Garnett, coaching Sepp Straka, coaching Hudson Swafford. I mean, Sepp Straka, Hudson Swafford, Kevin Kisner, are those guys playing well right now? Yeah. Like Ricky's really the guy playing the worst out of the John Tillery stable. But what if this is the thing? What if this is the event? I mean, Augusta would just be elated to see Ricky make an appearance coming off of a win here. You know what? And for that reason, I might throw it out there. Where is he? 80-1 on DraftKings. Where is he on FanDuel? I hate that I can't search a name. Oh, he's 65-1 on FanDuel. Ugh. I don't know that I'd do that, but 80-1 I like. Let's do it. Matthew Madonna's favorite romance movie, I Love You Man, with Paul Rudd. I think I've seen that. It's pretty good. Sweet Home Alabama from Justin, obviously. Sure. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it. So anyway, that's Ricky. He caught my eye. I don't want to do this too long, so let me keep moving. Let's see if there's some more. Let's see if there's some longer bombs that I just have to have my eye out for. Denny McCarthy at 75-1, such a sucker for him. Lonto Griffin, always a sucker for him at 90. Doug Gim, the Texas boy, 100-1 on DraftKings. Played well at the Players again, despite him being Doug Gim. I guess he just forgets who he is when he goes to the Players. He feels like he's damn, Jordan Spieth when he gets to the Players or something. Does Jordan and Doug Gim swap bodies when they get to the Players Championship? Because like Jordan should crush TPC Sawgrass. He should absolutely crush it. He's 80-1 on FanDuel, 100-1 on DraftKings. I don't mind that. Has he played here before? let's see. He played here last year, finished 44th in his first time out. Gaining strokes, ball striking wise at the API and the players, 6 at the players. I mean, god dang. 100 to 1, sure. I would try it for old Doug Gim. I usually don't play him, but he caught my eye as I was scrolling. Sahith. Is the Sahith train going to just keep on rolling? You know, played the Punta Cana event. I think he did all right. Yeah, finished 22nd. Finished 7th at the Valspar. What I mean, Sahith can get it done. Let's see. He's 100 to 1 on DK. Where is he? I bet he's shorter on FanDuel. 100 to 1 seems a little long considering how well he's been playing. Yeah, he's 50 to 1 on FanDuel. If you want Sahith, you better get that right now. You better get that. So see, I'm finding these guys that are extra long on DK for some reason. Rasmus Højgaard played really good at the Punta Cana event. That could be interesting. Alex Smalley played really good. Sig played okay, flopped a little bit on Sunday. Fratelli's a Texas guy, bomber, 130 to 1. Where is he? He's 100 to 1 on DraftKings. Let me go back and look at the course horses and see if we can find some real values here for some of these guys. Actually, I kind of skipped over Streelman, but Streelman's definitely a horse here. Martin Laird, kind of a horse here. And hasn't Laird played okay this year? I feel like he has. I feel like he's done okay. Let's see where he's. Okay, no, not doing that. Not buying Martin Laird. Let's see. Kuchar's played well. Glover's played well. Like I said, I don't know that putting is a thing here. So where's Glover at? I think I've already skipped over his name. 80 to 1 on FanDuel. 130 to 1 on DraftKings. I mean, isn't Glover a 2-time PGA Tour winner now? Didn't he win last year? He won some weird event that I can't remember. A 4th year last year, 14th in 2019. Usually a very solid ball striker. It's not looking great right now, though. I don't love that. Yeah, he won the John Deere. That's right. All right, I'm going to kind of button this up. You guys got anybody else that I should be looking at? Bland at 200 to 1 on points bet. He's got to win to get into the Masters. 100 to 1 everywhere else. Yeah, I mean, Richard Bland if Andrew Landry can win here, Richard Bland can win here. 200 to 1. Yeah, I think I would bet that. Producer Sam, that's a great FanDuel Grayson Sig 210 to 1 on FanDuel. Yeah, I do say there's a lot of Monday bets where these books have a lot of distance between guys and you can take advantage. Yeah. So I think that's probably it for now. Obviously, me and Pat are going to dive into it on the show tonight and kind of get into some other thoughts that we have on the betting board, give some betting picks. I got to go away and do some research right now. I haven't done a ton of player research, done a lot of TPC San Antonio research. You can check out that video. It's dropped right now. It's 15 minutes of everything you need to know and nothing you don't, including some very valuable player quotes and that caddy quote that I think will change possibly the way you approach this off the tee. And there's data to back it up, which I give you. So thanks everybody for hopping in the chat. When this video ends live, go ahead and put a comment in there. That helps promote the video on YouTube. I appreciate it. And we'll be back for a ton of content this week and a ton of content for the Masters. I can't wait to tell you what all is coming for the Masters. Thank you. Bend over your bookies, people. All right. And we'll see you tonight on the